How's it going, everyone? My name is Harrison James, and today I wanted to speculate on what could be the 4 potential DLC seasons coming to Battlefront 2 in 2018, but I wanted to be a bit more realistic. I do want to point out that people such as Fireguy Gaming have made videos similar to this and are inspiration for my version, so full credit goes to them. This is not my original idea. As this is speculation, do not take any of this video as confirmation. So like I mentioned, today I will be covering the 4 most realistic DLC seasons for Battlefront 2 in 2018, and the reason I am going for 4 is because that is how many I am guessing will come in the year. The first DLC was released less than a month after the game's launch, but we do know that the content in that season was planned quite early on, as we heard Janina speaking about Finn and Phasma at an event early 2017. My guess is that we will be getting seasons every 2 to 3 months, probably around March, May, August and November, and as of recording this video, EA have just updated their website saying that Season 2 is coming soon, so this gives further evidence to Season 2 coming late or mid-February / early March. Seeing as the Crate DLC season has been ongoing for over a month, it's safe to assume the others will do too, which leads me to believe that 2 months between seasons is doable. Seeing as the first season is ending very soon around mid-January, I personally do not think we'll be getting Season 2 until either late February or early March, as I said, as the developers do need time to create the maps and heroes for the season and the other bits of content. So on to what the season may actually contain. For Season 2, I think we will be getting General Grievous and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard people speculate on this before. The reason I think these two are coming is mainly because of all the leaks and evidence surrounding General Grievous. Grievous has been spotted many times in the Battlefront 2 files, and even at one point an entire model was found for him, and currently he has 3 abilities, lightsabers and loot box content in the files. Alongside this, developers have briefly hinted at him, leakers have claimed he will be in the game at some point, and all of this does lead me to believe he will be coming to the game. And who else could oppose him other than Obi-Wan Kenobi, a highly requested hero who is seen having multiple encounters with Grievous throughout the Clone Wars. A map that could come with this season is Utapau, the infamous location of Grievous's death and where Commander Cody tried to kill Obi-Wan during Order 66. If the seasons are based off of movies similarly to the Last Jedi season, I could see the Battle of Coruscant being a new space map alongside Utapau. If this season happens, we may also see Obi-Wan's Starfighter as a playable ship. For Season 3, I'm going to say something that I don't think a lot of people will have thought of, and that would be a solo season, based off the new Star Wars story coming in May of 2018. I mentioned earlier how seasons would have 2-month gaps, however, if DICE do make this season, it will likely come out in the middle of May to coincide with the release of the movie. The main reason I could see this season happening would be because Disney and EA want to capitalise on the release of the new Star Wars movie, and this would be a great way to attract new players to the game. For this season, it's impossible to speculate what content would be coming, as we haven't even had a trailer for it yet. But we do know that 2 brand new characters are being introduced who will work alongside Han and Lando, I think, and these are Kira and Tobias Beckett. We do actually see Kira, played by Emilia Clarke, in the solo image here. I probably butchered that name, so I wouldn't be surprised if she came as a part of this season if the season did come out. For a villain and map, I have no idea as to what they could be, simply because we don't know too much about this movie yet. But hopefully we will get a trailer soon which will give us some new details. We do however know that there will be a new variant of the Millennium Falcon that could be a hero ship, however we already have 2 variants in the game of the Falcon, so I don't think that's happening. DICE have done both the Rogue One DLC and the Last Jedi season before their respective movies came out, so I wouldn't be surprised if a solo season does come out to the game if DICE get early details from Lucasfilm / Disney. For Season 4, I'm pretty much completely speculating with no evidence at this point, but personally I would assume we'd get more Clone Wars content. The reason behind this is because at this point we've seen most of the planets and heroes the original trilogy has to offer, and Clone Wars is the most requested in terms of content from the fans. And of course, if we do get more Clone Wars content, we need Anakin Skywalker. Literally one of the main characters in all of Star Wars and the centre of the prequel trilogy. It's kind of absurd he wasn't in the game at launch, but I could definitely see him coming in Season 4 alongside Count Dooku. Count Dooku / Darth Tyrannus was one of the main villains of the prequel trilogy, and not having him in the game would honestly surprise me. These two pair together very well as they've had multiple battles throughout the Clone Wars, and Anakin eventually kills him in Revenge of the Sith. These two would be great additions to the game, and they're both requested a lot by the community, so it would be great to see them. A map that these two could come with could be Coruscant or Geonosis. I assume if we get Anakin we will have his Revenge of the Sith look, meaning Coruscant would probably fit better, but it would be amazing if they added Geonosis with the episode 2 look and have the episode 3 look as a separate skin. Geonosis would make the most sense as that is where the two fought initially, but Coruscant would be a better map in my opinion, and I do see a lot of people requesting that map as it was a favourite from the old games. As I said earlier, if the seasons are based off of movies, however, this would conflict with the earlier Revenge of the Sith season, meaning we could see Geonosis, but like I said, this is all guesswork, do not take any of this as confirmation. The seasons might not be based around movies at all, and may even conclude characters and maps seen in different movies. We'll just have to wait and see. If we did get a season with Anakin and Dooku though, we may also see their starfighters as hero ships. And finally, we could see a 5th season sometime during the end of the year, maybe November or December. I honestly don't really know what we could see for this season. At this stage, I'd assume we wouldn't get any Rogue One content, as a lot of people have speculated, but we could potentially see some more sequel trilogy content. It's hard to say because a lot of the main requests are for Clone Wars, and we don't know if DICE want to focus solely on that, but it wouldn't be surprised me if we did get new prequel content, perhaps Jango Fett and Padme or some other heroes. It also wouldn't surprise me if we got some new sequel content, perhaps set on the Supremacy ship as seen in The Last Jedi. This would be super interesting as we haven't seen any maps set on ships, but the Supremacy was so large that it could definitely happen, and personally I think it would be great. If we did see this, we could have heroes such as Poe and Snoke or General Hux. The only thing is that I don't know if any of those 3 characters would make great heroes. What I'd personally like as a 5th season is what I mentioned earlier, Padme and Jango Fett, or maybe Mace Windu and Jango Fett on Geonosis. Now I know I said that Anakin and Dooku could come on Geonosis, but if we did get Padme and Jango, it would definitely make more sense for those to come on Geonosis and Anakin and Dooku to come on Coruscant. So those are what I think could be the most realistic DLC seasons for 2018. General Grievous and Obi-Wan, a solo themed season, Anakin and Dooku, and then either Padme and Jango or another sequel themed season. If you'd like to see any of these seasons in the future, be sure to leave a like, and if not, comment who you'd rather have. I know a lot of people want Mace Windu. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in another one.